Hello guys, I hope you all are doing well, and today's video is going to be about how our continent were formed, so let's get right into the video. A continent is one of Earth's 7 main divisions of land. The continents are, from largest to smallest, Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe, and Australia. When geographers identify a continent, they usually include all the islands associated with it. Japan, for instance, is part of the continent of Asia. Greenland and all the islands in the Caribbean Sea are usually considered part of North America. Together, the continents add up to about 148 million square kilometers, 57 million square miles, of land. Continents make up most, but not all, of Earth's land surface. A very small portion of the total land area is made up of islands that are not considered physical parts of continents. The ocean covers almost 3/4 of Earth. The area of the ocean is more than double the area of all the continents combined. All continents border at least one ocean. Asia, the largest continent, has the longest series of coastlines. Coastlines, however, do not indicate the actual boundaries of the continents. Continents are defined by their continental shelves. A continental shelf is a gently sloping area that extends outward from the beach far into the ocean. A continental shelf is part of the ocean, but also part of the continent. To geographers, continents are also culturally distinct. The continents of Europe and Asia, for example, are actually part of a single, enormous piece of land called Eurasia. But linguistically and ethnically, the areas of Asia and Europe are distinct. Because of this, most geographers divide Eurasia into Europe and Asia. An imaginary line, running from the northern Ural Mountains in Russia south to the Caspian and Black Seas, separates Europe, to the west, from Asia, to the east. Building the continents. The Earth formed 4.6 billion years ago from a great, swirling cloud of dust and gas. The continuous smashing of space debris and the pull of gravity made the inside of Earth heat up. As the heat increased, some of Earth's rocky materials melted and rose to the surface, where they cooled and formed a crust. Heavier material sank toward Earth's center. Eventually, the Earth came to have 3 main layers: the core, the mantle, and the crust. The crust and the top portion of the mantle form a rigid shell around the Earth that is broken up into huge sections called tectonic plates. The heat from inside the Earth causes the plates to slide around on the molten mantle. Today, tectonic plates continue to slowly slide around the surface, just as they have been doing for hundreds of millions of years. Geologists believe the interaction of the plates, a process called plate tectonics, contributed to the creation of continents. Studies of rocks found in ancient areas of North America have revealed that the oldest known pieces of the continents began to form nearly 4 billion years ago, soon after Earth itself formed. At that time, a primitive ocean covered Earth. Only a small fraction of the crust was made up of continental material. Scientists theorize that this material built up along the boundaries of tectonic plates during a process called subduction. During subduction, plates collide, and the edge of one plate slides beneath the edge of another. When heavy oceanic crust subducted toward the mantle, it melted in the mantle's intense heat. Once melted, the rock became lighter. Called magma, it rose through the overlying plate and burst out as lava. When the lava cooled, it hardened into igneous rock. Gradually, the igneous rock built up into small volcanic islands above the surface of the ocean. Over time, these islands grew bigger, partly as the result of more lava flows and partly from the buildup of material scraped off descending plates. When plates carrying islands subducted, the islands themselves did not descend into the mantle. Their material fused with that of islands on the neighboring plate. This made even larger landmasses, the first continents. The building of volcanic islands and continental material through plate tectonics is a process that continues today. Continental crust is much lighter than oceanic crust. In subduction zones, where tectonic plates interact with each other, oceanic crust always subducts beneath continental crust. Oceanic crust is constantly being recycled in the mantle. For this reason, continental crust is much, much older than oceanic crust. Wandering continents. If you could visit Earth as it was millions of years ago, it would look very different. The continents have not always been where they are today. About 480 million years ago, most continents were scattered chunks of land lying along or south of the equator. Millions of years of continuous tectonic activity changed their positions, and by 240 million years ago, almost all of the world's land was joined in a single, huge continent. Geologists call this supercontinent Pangaea, which means all lands in Greek. By about 200 million years ago, the forces that helped form Pangaea caused the supercontinent to begin to break apart. The pieces of Pangaea that began to move apart were the beginnings of the continents that we know today. A giant landmass that would become Europe, Asia, and North America separated from another mass that would split up into other continents. In time, Antarctica and Australia, still joined together, broke away and drifted south. The small piece of land that would become the peninsula of India broke away and for millions of years moved north as a large island. It eventually collided with Asia. Gradually, the different landmasses moved to their present locations. The positions of the continents are always changing. North America and Europe are moving away from each other at the rate of about 2.5 centimeters, 1 inch, per year. If you could visit the planet in the future, you might find that part of the United States' state of California had separated from North America and become an island. Africa might have split in two along the Great Rift Valley. It is even possible that another supercontinent may form someday. That's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you click down below. Signing out.